Hi guys, and welcome to ohpeach.
Your favorite channel that hates the robot voice.
What are we doing today? 1,000 subscribers celebration.
Yeah, 1000.
We asked for your questions, and you guys came and asked us some questions, as one would expect. So we're going to be answering all of your questions today. I've organized them into 3 categories. So firstly, channel-related questions, K-pop related questions, and then other questions that are kind of about ourselves. Okay, so we're gonna first start off with the channel-related questions. First one is, what got us started into making videos?
One day, Peach came to me and was like, "Can you help me watch this Blackpink video and analyze why it's wrong and tell me your opinions?" So then we sat down on my couch together and put this one Blackpink video on my Chromecast, and then we just sat down, went through this video and analyzed it point by point, like insane people.
How did we decide to make a channel though?
Who approached who?
I don't know. I think we came up with the channel name at my house, but then we actually made it at your house.
We made it at my place. I remember that. I made it on my phone.
So I remember there was like a period of, I don't know, I just remember this scene of us just sitting down, putting our brains together desperately trying to come up with a name for this channel.
It was just combining our two online gamer tags into something that made another online gamer tag.
Sort of in tangent to that question, why are we fruit?
You take this one because you started it.
What do you mean 2 fruit aren't producing this channel, literally?
Yeah, Peach lives on the shelf in Galleria and I live in H Mart.
Okay, moving on. What are we planning on doing in the future with our channel?
Whatever we want. What are you doing?
What am I doing? That's a good question. Do our parents know about our channel? And if they do, what do they think about it?
No. They do not.
Parents do.
Wait, what?
So,
What? I didn't know this.
I told them, I was like, oh, we got a video that surpassed 100,000 views.
I didn't know this.
It's really cringy. So I told them, and then ever since then, like literally tonight, as I was having dinner, they asked me about our channel. Something fell. Oh my god, I don't know what fell down, but something fell down. You can't hear it. Now we're gonna transition into K-pop related questions, which are all about K-pop, as you would suspect. I'm cutting that out. That's so stupid. So the first question is, what got us into K-pop and what are our first experiences with K-pop?
So what's your origin story?
So if you are the child of a Chinese immigrant who's grown up in the 2000s and your parents have a questionable taste in trashy reality TV shows, specifically ones about dating, you've probably heard Girls' Generation G at least once.
In fact, yes. As we kind of belong to the same demographic, surprise, surprise, I did hear G and Nobody and those classic 2000s K-pop songs just as I was growing up.
Like this video if you've seen Fei Chihura with your parents.
But also, my sister, who is much older than me, was actually into K-pop when I was really young. So I very distinctly remember Lucifer, Ring Ding Dong, Hadu Hadu, a bunch of Beast songs, some Super Junior songs. My sister would listen to those songs. It was always in my life, but I never really got into K-pop until just a couple years back.
This is actually a good transition question. When did we get into K-pop? I got into K-pop in the good year of 2020. I just discovered it. No, but I got into K-pop in mid 2017. I think it was sort of a slow crawl around early to mid 2017, but by the time Everyday 6 project was at its end, aka the end of 2017, was kind of during that year where I got really into K-pop.
As for me, even though I was surrounded by K-pop my entire childhood life, I was started to get indoctrinated in 2017 with Peach when she would show me K-pop videos before I was into K-pop. Yeah, so we had comp sci together, and as you would expect, comp sci we did nothing all the time. So me, as a non-K-pop fan at the time, and Peach, as a beginning to get into K-pop fan, she would just show me all the new K-pop videos. And I remember we watched Look, GOT7, My One and Only GOT7, I don't. Those are the only ones that really stick out to me at this point.
Remember there were like the day 6 videos where they were showing off their instruments and I was like,
Oh yeah, I
orange.
remember that. And either Brian or Jay named all their instruments, and we were like, eh.
And I was like, orange, look, it's Dowoon and his drum. And you were like, okay.
I only cared about Jungkookie because he was from Toronto. Yeah, so throughout 2017, I was kind of shown these K-pop things, and then over the winter and then over the summer of 2018, I started getting into BTS and Yoja Idol on my own. Of course, BTS was the first group, because, of course.
Your answers keep transitioning into the next questions. First groups we stand.
Wow!
It's like you're
I don't even have the
psychic.
questions pulled up. So what's the first group you stand?
Wow, everyone take a guess in the comment section below because it is totally something you would never expect. It's BTS! Oh! Shocking!
Yep, mine was also BTS.
Well, sort of on a transition. What's the first song that we fell in love with?
I want to say Spring Day.
Back to my Fine Bros experience. It was fantastic, baby. Okay, here's the question that we both had to prepare for because we don't have the list off the top of our head. Here are our top 10 groups.
You go first.
Okay, so if you've watched any of my videos on this channel for a minute or so, I mostly like SM groups. So here's my list.
So it's T, and it's V, and it's X, and it's Q, and it's Changmin,
What?
and it's Yunho, and it's Yuno. Toho
Shinki.
right?
Unsurprisingly, my alt group right now is TVXQ. We make our way down the SM roster. Super Junior, EXO, NCT, SHINee, SF9. Someone said Dan Pentagon. Yes, we do like Pentagon in this household. After Pentagon, A6, Stray Kids, which I couldn't think of a 10th group. Stray Kids are like my 10th group. And then Block B.
As for me, in no particular order, I guess.
Gaidol.
Oh yes, Gaidol is first, of course. Gaidol is my alt group. And then after that, SF9, Twice, Mamamoo, Pentagon, GOT7, 17, Stray Kids, BTS, and then Pierce the Veil.
Okay, next question.
Next question.
Let's pretend we didn't go on a completely long tangent about some other stuff. I mean, once again, this is kind of tied into your response earlier, but it's
What was
are we
my
into
response?
Twice? About your top 10 groups.
Oh right, that was so
Are
long
we
ago. I
into
forgot.
Twice?
I have a Twice album.
Okay, next question. Do we like any underappreciated groups?
Would you say that SF9 is still underappreciated?
Yeah, I think for me, literally any K-pop band, like A6 and Flying. I like literally just got into the Rose this morning, so I'm gonna talk about them. Because they are so good. If you guys enjoy Day 6's work, you should listen to the Rose.
Oh, what's the group that's under RBW?
OneWe. They did a thing with.
OneWe. Yeah, I really like OneWe. Pentagon, they still haven't had their first win, so they're definitely underrated. CLC, they have gotten wins, but I still think they're underrated. Oh, BB, MCND, they recently debuted, and they seem to have a pretty rabid fan base as like recently debuted groups do. Stan Dreamcatcher! Okay, that's it.
Okay, so our last K-pop related question is, have we been to a concert and which ones? I've been to more concerts than I have.
What?
I've been to one.
No, you've been to 2. Your first concert.
First one was Panic at the Disco in grade 8, and then the second one was A6. I mean, in terms of K-pop, I think you've been to more.
Sure, okay.
1 versus 2.
And we saw Hamilton together, which is totally a
okay.
concert. I've been to an SF9 concert and a BTS concert.
Okay, now we are going to go into other questions. So the first one is, how did we meet?
So, they call me manhole cover. You see, in the winter of 1984, I was on the street in Chicago and I was like looking at manhole covers. So I was in Chicago for like a field research session where I was recording all the manhole covers in Chicago. The next place on my bucket list was going to be Phoenix, Arizona, you know. Just want to see what the manholes are like in such a dry climate. I was on the street in Chicago. I was near the Bean. No, I wasn't near the Bean. So I was on the street in Chicago and a tourist approached me and she was like, I want to know where the Bean is. And I was like, yo, the Bean was constructed in 2004. It's 1986? You're also a time traveler. That's crazy. In my years of experience as a time traveling manhole cover enthusiast, I never met another time traveler. So we just instantly clicked as the only two time travelers in Chicago in 1988, you know. And it turns out that that tourist was Peach.
If we had to choose another fruit to represent ourselves besides a peach and an orange, what would you choose? I really like watermelon.
I think I would be pomegranate. Palmamelon.
Okay, the next question is, do we play Animal Crossing? I think they're referring to New Horizons. We played Pocket Camp back when it was like trendy.
Played? I still play Pocket Camp, excuse me. I'm over level 100.
The funny thing was that I designed my character, I think, to like look like Mark Twain.
Yeah, it still looks like Mark.
Next question is, what YouTubers do we watch? It's your time to shine, Orange.
Captain Sparkles. It's Zoomovoid. Rendog. Doc M77. Ethos Lab. Vintage Beef. Edutainment videos about trains and transportation.
Mine is so dumb in comparison.
It's dumb compared to Minecraft.
I watch like beauty guru drama, YouTuber drama. I watch a lot of crafts videos. I'm gonna cut this out. Hyuk Gums, who made like Donghae's Road to Baldness, aka like literally my favorite K-pop video that's ever been created. This is probably the funniest question we got. So the context behind this was when we asked for questions, we posted a photo, and I posted the drawing that I made, and then someone commented, "Why does Peach have 2 sets of ears?"
Huh? Why does Peach have 2 sets of ears, huh?
Why does Peach have 2 sets of ears?
Because Peach is a dumbass hoe.
Last question. Wow! Went through these questions pretty quickly.
No, we didn't.
What are our hobbies besides K-pop?
I have a life outside of Kpop?
Competitively, I do speech and debate. I did a business competition called DECA competitively for a while.
Well, at school, I did stage crew and I did Lego robotics. And then in my free time, I do a lot of music things, and I also do art.
I am not a weeb anymore, but I still do listen to the occasional.
I'm not a weeb anymore, boy.
How old are we? Great question.
17.
Cool, we're done. Okay.
That means I have to get this out before May 31st.
You can do it.
We finally made it to the end of answering all of your questions. That totally took us only 20 minutes to answer all of them in real time.
It took 2 hours. It took 2 hours. As it was made clear through the editing, we recorded this video 3 months ago in May, and had planned for it to go out within the month, but that didn't happen. We're really sorry about that, but I hope you can understand that there are things more important than YouTube. Also, let us know if you have any feedback or more questions that you have. Well, that's the end, and see you later.